Jan Jensen addresses viral Iowa referee decision after Caitlin Clark's public call-out. When Iowa sophomore Taylor Stremlow was punished for her aggressiveness, Caitlin Clark had to step in. No way they just gave Stremlow a tech for that. Refs have to let the girls show emotion. Clark wrote. New Hawkeyes head coach Jan Jensen, though, struck a different tone. It was the second quarter of the Hawkeyes matchup against Fairfield. In a close game, Stremlow pulled off a block on Janelle Brown and yelled, "Hell nah," while looking right back at Brown. The referees stopped the game, and after a discussion, a technical was given to Stremlow. According to Jensen, the aggression towards Fairfield's Brown was unintentional from Stremlow. "I think we love watching Stray play because she is that fire, and she's going to get that rebound. I assumed that when the big block happened, the kid just happened to be there. And she was like, yeah, because Taylor's not a true trash talker. I've coasted a few. We will not name names on that. But I think it was just her exuberance. And so they probably had to call it, but I have to watch it, see it again. So I'll give the strikes the benefit of the doubt," Jensen told the media. Well, even the commentators were confused when the play stopped for Stremlow's technical. They initially thought Jensen was being punished for saying something on the sidelines, which further tells how minor her infraction was. What felt jarring about Stremlow's tech is how mild it was compared to some of the sport's most famous trash talk moments. Caitlin Clark pulled out the "You Can't See Me" celebration against Haley Van Lith a couple of years ago. Van Lith later cleared it up, saying that it was not directed towards her. Angel Reese pulled out the same celebration in the championship game against Caitlin Clark, along with the infamous ring celebration. That moment has taken women's basketball to unprecedented levels of popularity. Imagine if anyone had received a technical, ruining an iconic moment. The Stremlow whistle suggests officials may be tightening the screws on visible emotion, just as the women's game is cashing in on swagger, leaving players guessing where the line actually is. "I brought her over and I said, 'Hey, I love your emotion.' I said, 'You can't do it,' in her face. And I moved on, because if you take that, you like, 'What are you doing? How could you do that?' You know the rule, the tone is like, you don't want to lose what makes her that passionate. But I do think it kind of helped fire everybody up a little bit, which made it fun," Jensen further said. In a game that did not need to be so close, Iowa managed to win 86-72. However, Coach Jensen maintained that this was an impressive display from the side, especially without their ace Chit Chat-Wright. Jan Jensen provides an update on Chit Chat-Wright's return. Iowa woke up after losing the first quarter 22-17. They stormed back into the game, but Fairfield kept things close. Jensen's side finally pulled away in the second half and got the win. Center Ava Hayden finished with a game-high 18 points and 16 rebounds. Kylie Feuerbach chipped in with 17 points, while Hannah Stuhlk and Taylor McCabe each added 13 points in the win. It was the team display that Jensen was very impressed by. "I think beating this team is a really good win. And to do it without Chit, arguably our most efficient player right now, or has been on both sides of the ball, and she's turned into our team leader out there, and that captain. That was really a really great win because that team is a really good team," she said. Wright sustained an upper body injury after landing hard during the November 20 game against Baylor and has been out since. Wright has been impactful for Iowa. In 5 games, she has averaged 12.6 points and 4.8 assists as the second-best scorer and the best creator on the side. Jensen further revealed that she should be back soon. It's more day-to-day because you have all the protocols that you have to do. But we're really not that far out, right? It was 8-9 days since we had the mishap. So it feels like forever when you have someone. It feels like forever to her. But we just want to be so cautious, obviously. So she's day-to-day," Jensen said. Iowa was also missing Tegan Malagney and Emily Rodriguez. Malagney had her tonsils removed last week, and Rodriguez has a back injury. Even with limited resources, Iowa has managed to continue its unbeaten start. The team will now travel to Rutgers for their next matchup on December 6.